Hi guys, it's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do this week's Facebook card reveals. Oh, I just saw a big orb shoot up past me then. Don't know if anybody else caught that. It's quite dark in this room today, but that was definitely in a little orb that sort of flew by my eyes there. Feeling a little bit vulnerable today. Apologies to those people that I've had to cancel sessions with today. I've had a bit of a headache or migraine sort of today, so I've not been feeling completely at my best. And I never like to cancel appointments, but sometimes when I've got a migraine, it's a little bit like, particularly with the mediumship stuff, it's a bit like a sort of wall just goes down. So apologies to those people that I've had to reschedule appointments with today, but I believe in giving my best with my work, and I wouldn't be giving you my best, you know, to do like a whole hour session. So yeah, so sorry about that. Anyway, just coming on to do this Facebook card reveals for you all. So, if you were drawn to card 1, we're going into the energy of the Six of Cups. So when the Six of Cups shows, this is a lot here about role reversal. This is a really important time for you to look at the energies around you. And if you see that people are struggling, if you see that people are maybe in need of a little bit of help, it's kind of just giving that help freely. It's not sort of asking or wanting anything in return. It's just knowing that actually you can be there for people as and when, you know, you need that energy. It's like I gave a little bit of a free donation reading a couple of weeks ago to somebody that I knew really needed one, but they just weren't in a financial space where they could afford it and everything else. And they didn't ask for it, you know. I could just feel they needed something. I was able to give it energetically. And I know by doing that, you know, that sort of flow of abundance and return of money will come good in some other way to myself further on down the road. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I've gifted sometimes in the past, like tarot decks and things before, when I know people have not been in a space where they can either afford it themselves or for whatever reason. So sometimes just little gestures, sometimes little things that we don't talk about on Facebook, that we don't plaster all over social media, but just giving from that heart vibration. Sometimes that can be really nice to do. The other aspect of this card as well, sometimes it takes us into a space of changes around sort of parents. So this card shows a lot when people are actually caring for parents or loved ones, or are just making a point of being a little bit more available than they would be before. So maybe you've got people around you that are going through a type of illness or vulnerability, or maybe just not 100% at their best, and maybe you're making a conscious choice and a conscious effort to check in on those types of energies a little bit more than usual. But this is all about kind of giving with love and just getting to a point in time where we don't need to give back, or we don't need to give to receive. You know, we're not worried about what we're getting back from a situation. We're just very humbled in that space of healing energy and knowing that actually, if you can make a difference, if you can help somebody, if you can make someone's life a bit more comfortable and a bit more easier moving forward, why not be more like that, you know? So because that's how love can sort of flourish, that's how, you know, the energy of life can continue to heal. So there's a bit of a focus on that at the moment. So maybe some of you, if you've been drawn to card 1, are just being a little bit more in that space of mindfulness and just being a bit more aware of how your actions can affect things in a positive way, you know? So I'll leave that one with you if you've been drawn to it. Now then, guys, as we're moving into card number 2, we're going into the energy of the Hanged Man. When the Hanged Man shows, sometimes this is a card that reflects people are maybe feeling a little bit stressed, a little bit stuck. Sometimes there's this pressure that we're sort of placing upon ourselves. Maybe, you know, for some of you guys, if you've been drawn to this card, you feel like you're not getting anywhere particularly fast. The Hangman often feels like we're suspended and we're sort of caught in this sort of rock and hard space. Sometimes it shows if we know what we would like as an outcome, but we just feel quite blocked, quite restricted. Things maybe just don't feel like they're flowing and growing at the moment. But what's really, really important is if you're in the space of the Hangman, it's mega important not to string yourself up unnecessarily. So, you know, it doesn't work so well in this particular deck, but in some of the other decks of this version I've got, I encourage people to turn the card upside down. So it's almost like, you know, it doesn't really work as well with this particular card, or this sort of pictation of it. But, you know, the broomstick is almost like is actually sort of standing on it. I know he's sort of shackled to the broomstick, but it's almost like, you know, he's holding the key within his hand. I don't know if you can sort of see this here, and at any point in time the key can be unlocked and things can be released, things can be set free. So don't sort of place too much expectation upon yourself. Don't try to be more than you can be. If there are things happening that are outside of your control at the moment, go through the motions, do what needs to be done, and it's probably a temporary thing, but know that actually there'll be life beyond the extension of the hangman. But it's an important time not to get too stressed, not to string yourself up a little bit unnecessarily. So maybe some of you are placing a lot of pressure upon yourself. Maybe some of you have the bar set extremely high, and maybe some of you are just needing to sort of ground and earth. And it's okay if things are beyond our control. That is okay. It's just not getting sort of victimized by situations. So, you know, don't let this part of your world or your sort of journey of life get the better of you if you're going through something that maybe feels a bit restrictive or a bit uncomfortable. There'll be a way to overcome whatever you're up against or going through. And finally, as we're moving into card number 3, we're going into the Two of Wands. When the Two of Wands shows, there's this heightened sense of adventure. There's this heightened sense of really kind of wanting to be part of something within the world, but parting to sort of be somewhere. So it's looking at choices, options, decision. It's almost like you're holding the world in the palm of your hand, and any experience, any adventure can be reached, it can be achievable. But there's definitely a focus here on planning and looking forward for the future. So maybe some of you are wanting to make changes around living arrangements. Maybe some of you are just wanting to change aspects of how you live your everyday to day life. Maybe some of you have got this real heightened focus that you want to be doing a bit of traveling or actually a bit of seeing the world at the moment. And maybe some of you are just open to new adventures, new experiences, new opportunities. But it's not just looking out and sort of daydreaming about it. It's finding a way where we can bring these sort of realizations into a physical reality. So maybe there's a focus for some of you. There's been a lot of manifesting, there's been a lot of planning, but now it's time to move forward. Now it's time to actually do and be part of something. So it's quite an exciting time for some of you if you've been drawn to this card. But, you know, look beyond your daydreams or your visions. Know that you can turn these things into physical existence and physical reality if you so wish. So an interesting set of cards. I will leave those with you. Stay well, stay safe, stay fabulous. I know we're up on a full moon at the moment, which is part of why I'm feeling a bit fragile. So just go careful with that full moon energy if you're someone that is easily affected by the energies around, you know. Just a quick little reminder that on Saturday this week, I'm going to be at Rowan's Closet in Swindon. Really excited, really looking forward to that. I think we've still got a few spaces available. So if you'd love to come and see me for a face-to-face reading, drop the shop a message direct. Kelly can get you booked in and we can get your session secured. It'd be great to see some of you lovelies. It's an absolutely gorgeous, beautiful shop in Swindon. So I feel really privileged and honoured to be able to use it as my office for the day. And then on Sunday, I'm going to be over in Avebury doing the spiritual fair run by the lovely Evelyn Whitebear. And I have one space free for that, which is at 12 o'clock. If you would like to secure a face-to-face session there, just drop me a message and we can get you booked in on that. So take care of yourselves, have a cool week, watch out for that full moon energy. Again, sorry to those that I've had to cancel today. It's nothing personal. I've just not felt at my best. And like I said earlier, I do believe in giving 100% into my work. I'm not sort of one of these people that does any half-hearted measures. It's a little bit of like an all or nothing. So thanks for bearing with me. Take care, look after yourselves, and I will see you again very soon. Much love. Bye for now.